Hey everyone, I'm Aaron Runk, and congratulations on making it this far through the curriculum. With that said, this is the project that I'm going to give you all to create your plaques for graduation. So remember, you have to complete all of your feature cam assignments, and then this assignment will unlock. So we're going to kind of go over what's on here, how to edit it, and how to post it, and then I'll also show you that there is a Op1 already created if you don't want to go through and make one yourself. Let's go ahead and look at this and let's see what we got going on. So this is our B2 bomber project. I will give you the project, and when it opens up it will look just like this, or it will show a top view. What you're looking at right now is pretty much, I'm going to go into pan mode, a profile of the bomber, a couple engravings, but I'm going to show you how to go through and edit them. So over here I have curves, and if you'll notice I have curve first name, last name, phrase, prep on the profile, so you don't have to worry about this one, and then of course I have the Tulsa Tech T. Now setup 2 is what's doing that profile, so I'm just going to kind of minimize that right now. It is there if you need it to be turned on, but I'm going to give you the toolpath for that as well. So the main thing we got to look at right here is if I rotate it up, you're going to see that this profile goes 500 thousandths deep. So if you'll look on the front view right here, my text, so like phrase or first name, last name, the T, they are all 500 thousandths deep. So when you go to make your new code, you got to remember to position them correctly. Now the good news is all of the grooves are already established. You literally just need to change what they say. So it's going to make it pretty easy. So let's go ahead and speed up a little bit. So I'm going to come down here and click on name, double click, move this to the middle. Now right now it just says Aaron. The curve name is first name, and then here's the location. You can turn it to circular, turn it to linear, you can turn it to go on a curve. You can kind of do a lot of things right here, but we're going to keep it linear for right now. And then we have sizing right here. So if you want to be smaller, 0.3 by, let's say, 0.3, you can hit apply, and that's what it does. Just make sure that you change both of them at the same time. Something else that might work is you can just double click on it, and we want to change the last name, for example. Same rules apply, but there's also a font down here. Now I have default font of Machine Tool, Sans Serif, I believe that's how you say it, because it makes really straight lines. So after you engrave it, there's a way you can take a Sharpie and maybe blacken out the lines and then go over it with some Scotch-Brite, so that way you can really make the letters pop in the material. So I'm just going to hit OK. I'm going to leave it just like that. So if I want to change the name, change it to teacher or something like that, and you'll notice that it goes off a little bit. So I'll come up here to location and change that to a 5. Hit apply. You can see that it goes right there. So just kind of give you an idea. I'll put it back to where it was. You can do the same thing with this, and also keep in mind you can delete everything on here. You can delete the curve, you can delete it, and you can put your own logos right here. Just remember, when you bring those DXFs or those logos in, you need to make sure they are 500 thousandths deep from the top of the material. This purple line right here represents the face. That way it will be the correct distance. Okay, so all that to say you can do a lot of changes. Once you have all of this ready to go, I'm going to go into a little bit of an isometric view, and I'll zoom up a little bit. I'm going to go into 3D mode, and I'm going to hit play so you can see what it looks like. And just like that, you can see that all of our engraving is done. What we're going to do is I'm using the Fanuc 3-axis default NC code with a 3-axis machine. I will put these two post processors and machines in the assignment. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to NC code, and you're going to see that it has all of your programs. It has the details, Has your tool list. Okay, there's just going to be 4 tools. Okay, these will be carbide tools, so you'll have to come see me to get those tools. And this is just an engraver, so anything works. Okay, so I'm going to come over here to my NC code. You will need to grab this code. Once you have it, you can simply run it through your simulators. You do not have to run this through Vericut if you do not want to. You do need to come see me before you do your cycle start, but it's going to be pretty easy because XY0 is simply the top left corner of the project. Now remember, if you run op1, same rules apply. It will simply be the top left, because if you'll notice over here, if I turn on op2, you'll see that it is also the top left corner. So you don't have to do any shifts. You just simply have to indicate that corner. Z0 is the top of the part. So I'll also include a notepad that has the tool list, kind of the workpiece measurements and how to set up the zeros. I'm including the entire op1 in the assignment. So there's lots in here, but trust me, it's going to be really cool when you're done. It runs for about an hour. You can also speed that up with your tool paths if you're familiar with them, but I would recommend that we do not change the face, any of the surface mills, or any of the engravings unless you are absolutely confident in what you're able to do, which I am confident you can do it right. So just want to say good luck, and again, congratulations on making it to this part of the program. In the future, we'll probably do some more projects. If you haven't already seen the Easter egg in the background, be sure and check it out. One day we'll get approval for that. But until then, thank you for watching. Again, my name is Aaron Ruck. Have a great day.